Guys, I'm back today with another video. This is going to be brought to you by the company MyFirstWig, and today I'm going to be showing you this burgundy highlight bob. This one is in the length 12 inches. This is a silky texture. It comes with your two combs on the side, a comb in the back, your adjustable strap, and also an adjustable elastic band. I did not wash this unit. This is pretty much straight out the box. The only thing that I did was move the parting space over to the middle part because this unit did come as a side part and I did not want to rock it as a side. So I moved it as a middle part on my mannequin head, and yes, my part is still a little bit crooked. So I am going to go ahead and fix that up. First thing I'm going to do is add some wax stick at the top of this unit, and then I am going to use my Hotcomb just to kind of press everything down and then work on cutting off the lace. As you guys can see, I am cutting some of the lace off on the side because of course I want my ears to meet up, and as you guys can see, it is sitting really well. Now I'm just going to work on cutting off this lace, and look how nice it is blending in. As soon as I cut the lace off, this is that tinted lace, and I'm also going to be pulling out just a little bit of hairs, not too much. You guys can see how thin it is. I just wanted a little bit of something extra. I am going to be creating baby hairs, but in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to be using this olive oil fix it whole spray to adhere this lace down. After everything has dried down, I'm just going to cut this hair down shorter and use that same spray. I'm going to spray that on this edge brush and just begin to give myself a little bit of swoops. It's going to be quick and easy. Just need them to stay in place. I'm making sure to hold it really well. And then I'm also going to take a little bit on the sides. Now this was a last minute decision because I was just unsure, but I wanted a little bit of sideburn, so I'm going to do the same technique, just using that spray and then swooping it over. I did have to kind of hold that in place a little bit longer because I needed them to sit, and then I'm just going to cut them down a little bit shorter. Wax stick all around the hairline, and I'm using my Hotcomb to continually press this out. That was the one thing I had to keep doing, was pressing it out because it kept kind of popping up and I needed to lay down flat. But I'm using my Kaposi flat iron to give this hair like a slight bump. And this flat iron, I've been having this for a long time. If you're not new to my channel, then you already know about this. If you are new and are interested in the products that I am using, I will make sure to leave links down below. But this flat iron is very affordable and it does a really great job. Using my lace wig powder, and I'm just going to be putting a little bit into the party space. Party space really didn't need anything because it was already looking natural, but I do want to focus around the front of the hairline just to kind of brighten it up and make it look more realistic, because on my end it was looking a tad bit dark, and that's okay because that did help out. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of my Sleek and Shine serum because I did notice some frizziness and flyaways, and I want this to look really nice and sleek. So guys, this is what the final results is looking like. Loving this bob cut. The color on this is nice, and so is the length. But guys, make sure you stay tuned after this so you guys can hear my final thoughts on this unit. I love me a good bob wig, and this one is really cute. I love the color. Look at that color, y'all. And it's really more like noticeable when you turn around to the back. I feel like they did a really good job with blending it in without it, you know, looking too overboard. But I like the way that that looks. Once again, is in the length 12 inches, which is fine for me because this is the length that I prefer when it comes to my bob units. I feel like they just give you a certain look and it stays kind of like this without having to continue to add heat to it, and that is absolutely fine with me. This unit is also in a silky texture. Y'all know I love me some yaki. I love me some yaki hair, but I don't mind silky hair, especially when it is shorter, because I feel like it's easier for me to manage. So the parting space looks really good on this. I did not have to do any bleaching. The hairline already came pre-plucked, which I appreciate because I didn't have to really do much. Now, it did come as a side part initially, but I moved it to a middle. Y'all see me having to rework my middle part around because yeah, me in the middle part, we be struggling sometimes, and that's okay. I think I got it lined up pretty well now, so it's looking good. I did add in a little bit of my powder just to make it look a little bit more scalp-like. This one is Red by Kiss. Y'all probably have seen me use this a few times, but this is Red by Kiss Tinted Lace Wig Powder, and I have the color light warm brown, and I feel like it worked out really well. I also like to go in between, right up in here, with the powder just to kind of open it up a bit more and make it also look more scalp like, and that works out fine for me. I did end up adding a little bit of baby hairs and sideburns on the side, and to mold the lace down, of course, you guys know I went in with my olive oil fix it whole spray, and I use that also to mold those hairs so they could stay in place. I will say is I had to go over the top of this unit a few times to get it to lay down really flat. It was starting to look humpy in certain spots, especially more back here. I had to keep pressing it out. Luckily, my hot comb goes all the way up to 500 degrees. So that was a fight that I was not willing to lose at all. Yes, I like my units to lay really flat. Not super flat to where I feel like it's going to look unnatural, but flat enough to where I can let the rest of the hair do whatever it needs to do and flow in place. Another thing that I noticed is I noticed a lot of shorter hairs up in this area. I did have to go over it a few times to lay them down, and I just ended up spraying a little bit of that fix it whole spray right up in this area because they just kept popping out, and I didn't want to add too much of the wax stick because I didn't want it to come off looking oily. But I can still see a little bit, but I'm okay with just a little bit sticking up, but it was too many sticking up towards the back. Also, I noticed some frizziness throughout the hair, so I did use my Sleek and Shine Serum just to help combat that. My con with this unit is that it shed. Yes, I did end up cutting on the side to get some of the lace to not overlap on my ear, but it was already shedding like out of the package. I noticed a little bit of shedding. As I was putting on the unit before I even cut the lace, I noticed some shedding. So as soon as I cut into the lace, I noticed more and more shedding. It has slowed down now, but I am getting a few strands. I did not wash this unit before I put it on my head. This is pretty much a straight out the box. Wash anything or do anything besides just try to move it over to the middle part. Hopefully once I wash it and condition it, the rest of the shedding will come out and it will start to slow up. This is nice. It does have a nice flow to it, which I appreciate. I like the way that the back of the unit is cut, and like I said, I love the color on this unit. Overall, this is a really nice unit. Of course, with the lace, you're not gonna have to worry about laying it down. It's very durable. It's thin enough to where you can lay it down, but it's durable enough to where you're going to get a nice amount of wears out of it without worrying about tearing it up really quick. If you are a beginner, you definitely want to check out this company because not only do they give you quality, but they also come with the units ready to where you don't really have to do too much to it. They pretty much get it all done for you. So if you are interested in this unit, I'm gonna make sure to leave all the links down below. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.